What is going on, guys? My name is Garrett, better known as Red Robin here on the channel. And if you're new to the Jobless Gamers, I want to welcome you because we put out daily GTA 5 videos like this one, and it's a tip and tutorial video on how to work the stock market. With that said, guys, let's jump into the stock market, and it's going to be somewhat of an in-depth guide of how to use the stock market and just what everything like the menus and what you're exactly looking at when you use the stock market, because I know a lot of you guys are confused on what's going on. Now, to very basically draw this out for you guys, there are two types of markets. You have the LCN exchange and you have the Boss Act. The Boss Act is dependent on the social club, so it is an online market, while the LCN exchange is dependent on your single player game. So whatever you do in game affects the LCN. So now that we're in the LCN exchange, this is the home page that you will see. Now this is going to be a very basic guide to stocks. Then we're going to have an episode 2 that explains how to make a lot of money, like in the billions of dollars. Now, you see the home page of the LCN exchange. This right here is a graph, for those of you that don't know. Now this is not a graph of all the shares or stocks and all the companies on the LCN. This is only the top mover, BOM, right here, guys. This is only BOM. Okay, so for everyone that thought for some reason that this was, you know, all the stocks on the market, no, it's not. With that said, there are market movers. Market movers displays the two best stocks that are the two best performing stocks, excuse me, and the 3 worst performing stocks. We have number 1, Bob Mullet, then we have Golden Coast Development, Debonair, Cluck and Bell, and Life Invader. Now, this does not mean you need to invest into these shares, and I'll explain that in another video, okay? That will probably be episode 2, what this means. I'm just showing you exactly what everything you see. Up here, you see a live feed of all the shares while you're on the home page. This is very common in real life. This is not really needed in Grand Theft Auto. It basically just shows you each and every single stock, just I guess a sliding reference. I don't know what it's exactly called, like a live feed of it. Now you go into markets. Here you will find every single company on GTA 5 that exists and that has a stock on the LCN. So you have Animal Arc, Agri Insurance, etc., and all these right here, these are all companies, and these are all their symbols. What they're called, symbols. So let's see, EMU is AMU. They're basically just like references, so you know. So like the live feed doesn't have like a huge thing that says Debonair. It just says DEB for Debonair. Now, this over here is the current price of each stock. As you can see, it varies. There's cheap ones and there's expensive ones. This does not mean that this is a bad stock just because it's cheap. It doesn't mean that. Like, as you can see, Maze Bank is $46 and is doing pretty good. Then you have Redwood doing pretty well as well, $47 a share. Then you have price movement. Price movement basically means price movement and percent change are the two things you really want to look at when you're investing. Price movement is the movement from the previous price. So let's look at Moore's Mutual Insurance. Moore's Mutual Insurance is valued at right now, the current price is $6.65. This is the stock information you're going to be using to invest. So when you're looking at this is how you're going to be able to tell, you know, this is what I want to put my money into. So the current price of Moore's Mutual Insurance is $6.65. The highest priced Moore's Mutual Insurance has ever been is $36.74, while the lowest price it's ever been is 78 cents. The value, which is the current price that you're going to be buying at right now, if I were to hit buy, that's what I'll be buying at. The value is $6.65, and the previous price, or the last price that was before this $6.65, was $13.29. Then following the last price, you have change and percent change. This just describes the difference between the current price and the last price. If you add $6.63 to $6.65, you get $13.29, and then it gives you a percent change, which is 101%. So when you're looking at stock, you always want to buy low, sell high. So if I would have bought Moore's Mutual Insurance at 78 cents and I would have sold at $6.65 or even $13 or even $36, I would have been a very, very happy camper. Even if I would have bought low at 78 cents and sold for some reason at $1, I'd still be happy, especially dependent on the amount of shares I purchased. Now, with all that said, let's jump into the portfolio. The portfolio is where all your stocks will be held, so you can see, you know, how they're performing. So let's just go and invest in Moore's Mutual Insurance, even though they're doing really, really bad right now. It doesn't matter, because one reason why it doesn't matter is because everything in GTA 5 stock market fluctuates. There is no company in GTA 5 that will go out of business, guys. So you don't need to worry about, oh my god, it's negative 100%, I'm gonna lose so much money. Incorrect. You're never gonna lose that money, because one day it will come back up. You're not gonna go out, the companies don't go out of business, so you don't need to worry about that aspect in the stock market. Let's just, whatever, 53,000. I couldn't get it to 50,000 exactly. Let's confirm, let's buy it. So as you can see, I just bought some Moore's Mutual Insurance and now it's in my portfolio. So it tells me the current price, the return percent, and the profit I've made so far. The return price is negative because the stock, since I've bought it, is actually going down, and the profit is negative as well because I've actually lost money. I've lost $80, which, who cares? It's not that bad. While you have Cluckenbell, which I bought because I've tried to make this video a few times and I keep messing up, and it's doing well. I mean, it's a 0.3% return, which is not a lot at all, and I'm not going to sell it at that because, you know, the last price that it was at, and somehow I missed it, was $120. That would have been nice to buy it at that. So actually, it's pretty much at the lowest price it's ever been. So this Cluckenbell is definitely going to be going up. So it's on the rise right now, as you can see. So that is the basics to the LCN exchange and the ball sack. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to leave it a like, comment down below, and if you guys have any questions about the stock market, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Garrett_Sutton. With a teaser to what's coming in the next episode, make sure if you have not done any of the Lester assassination missions to hold off on them. Do not do the Lester assassination missions if you want to make millions of dollars. If you have started the assassination missions but have not done all of them, because there's 5 I believe. If you have not done all 5, hold off on doing all of them. With that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video, and that's probably going to be episode 2 with a bunch of other videos. And I'll see you guys then. Later, guys.